Hey guys, today I want to talk about why you're not supposed to use starting fluid in small engines. There are several reasons. First of all, because they're so much smaller that the starting fluid is pretty much way too powerful for it. It's a lot more flammable than gasoline is. I've heard stories about the spark plugs being shot out of the head from too much pressure, cracked pistons, and valve damage too. It can cause a lot of problems, and you definitely don't want a spark plug shooting out. I read one story on the internet about a guy used it in a chainsaw, which is another point I'm going to talk about in a minute, and the spark plug shot out of it and went through his arm, just like being shot with a gun almost. You don't want that to happen. And what I was going to say about the chainsaws is chainsaws are two-stroke, and if you use a starting fluid or even carburetor cleaner to start it, there ain't no oil in it, because a two-stroke has the oil and the gas. So if we're using a starting fluid or a carburetor cleaner to start a two-stroke engine, you need to use a flammable penetrating oil. Now what I use on lawnmower engines, and I've done it on a few vehicles, I just use carburetor cleaner as starting fluid. It's just as flammable as gas, and it works great. And of course, you can also take fill up like a little paint cap of gas, put about a quarter-inch of gas in it, and just pour just a little tiny bit into the carburetor while you're starting it, and that'll serve the same purpose as starting fluid. But starting fluid's pretty bad for small engines, and a lot of people know it's bad for diesel engines too, because once you start using it in a diesel engine, you pretty much have to use it every time you start it, because what it does, it works on the rings and lowers the compression, so it makes it harder to start, and it has to have it, which is why it gets addicted to it. The same thing can happen in a gas engine for that matter. It's just not as common. Well guys, that's about it. I just thought I'd share a little tip with you there. So don't use starting fluid in your small engines or diesel engines. So thanks for watching. If you got any comments or questions, leave a comment or send me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.